Oh yeah, baby, we are back. Now it's kind of interesting because we left off at the last segment, and this is a week later. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's only because the Five Heartbeats is such a meaty material, right? So it's a week later. So a lot of the stuff that I've advertised has already happened. But so we're back. So we just got done talking about Big Red dangling bird out the out
the window, off the balcony.
Well, now that's the other thing I thought while I was watching this again is, okay, we know that Suge Knight dangling Vanilla Ice out the window happened around this time, a little bit later after this movie,
right?
And I'm saying, is that something that
art imitating life?
Right. Did Suge Knight get that from the movie and say, hey, I know how I scare dude. I'll hold him over the balcony.
I did hear rumor, not in regard to that the original that story came from apparently some manager hanging Jackie Wilson out the window. Don't know if that was true or not, but the Vanilla Ice thing, I definitely thought maybe Suge saw that that'd be a good way to put some fear into some people.
Yeah. Well, and then there's also that theory with how Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
How he passed away.
Yeah.
By jumping out of a window. Even though now they did say the dude, suffered from schizophrenia and things like that. But it's like the theory, and the fan theory of somebody threw him out the window.
It's possible.
So hey, stuff happens, man.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying is that this movie showed you all the dangers that are around those groups. And you look at other films like Temptations. You look at other films like the Jackson 5 film biopic, Ray,
right?
New Edition. You know what I mean? Green Mile.
Yeah.
Get Rich or Die Trying. It's all the same stuff. Are the threats that that it looks like they face, even in the ones that are fictional groups, you know what I mean, is that you have the threat of violence, you have of course the threat of weird love triangles and shit like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So, it just gets wild. So, and then so then we talked about it a little bit before.
Right.
But so, okay, what is your final take on, what's the deal with JT and Duck's fiance?
I know we talked about, last time I said maybe I thought that Choir Boy was in on it too. It seemed like well,
that's the thing. Okay, so I saw it at this time where they're sitting in the thing where you tell me what's going on, okay?
Right.
And she says, if you want to talk to me, you know how to talk to me. You don't have to send any more messages through Choir Boy.
Yeah.
So Choir Boy was just a messenger.
Right.
So it's so she comes to the thing of, I love your brother.
Right.
But I'm in love with Duck. I'm in love with you. I love you, but I'm in love with Duck.
Right.
And there's a difference in.
Yeah.
So what's your final take on that?
My final I blame JT more because he's the brother. Relationships come and go, but family's family.
Tell it straight up.
Right.
Hold up, man. I hit that before.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta let that be known.
Yo, I'm still with her right now, or whatever the case is. Yo, you're not supposed to let. Even when he's like, man, you can't be with. Man, you should have came flat out and said, this is why you can't be with her.
Right.
Instead of just yeah, man.
So my theory is this: is that JT was hitting that back in the day, all right, when they were when she was one of Jimmy's wife's Eleanor's students, right?
Yep.
And later on again, she runs into Duck.
Yeah.
And I see. I don't know. See, that's the one part of the movie that I just don't understand. I don't really get what happened.
How did they end up?
There is something weird there, and so Duck, of course, does the whole thing at the when they were getting presented their gold records. He says, my brother, who has been the same stingy motherfucker since we was kids.
It was smooth because he said some writer told him that he'll be a much better writer if he suffers a little pain. I like to think I'm on my way to becoming a better writer. I like to thank my fiance and my brother, who's always been. Yeah. Man.
Right. Ooh. Okay, so now you have symbolism a lot in this movie, right?
Yes, you do.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, what happens with the 5 Heartbeats is the characters are so great, and the music is so wonderful that you forget how the plot being horrible doesn't even matter.
Right.
So, for example, they get pulled over by the cops. And the cops rummage through all their stuff, and he says, y'all singing groups, so sing something.
Yeah.
So you hear that first hit of symbolism where they sing the song "I've Got Nothing But Love for You," and they sing that over and over again.
And they sing it to the racist white cop.
Right.
Even in that, I can't have nothing but love for you, even though you do this to me.
Yeah.
I have no other recourse but to say I got love for you.
And it is cheesy as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But guess what? It works, man.
Yeah.
It works every time. It's like, and then just like I said, the music, just the singing in that moment, the harmony is so.
Yeah.
I'm like, how could those cops stand there? How could they not?
with all of that, and even like the how they singing with flashlights in their face, and like as a person of color, you don't even have to go through it, but like this is not cool.
Well, so now. The other thing they talk about is crossover, and it's a phenomenon that used to happen in the 60s and 70s where you would have these black artists and this is that, I guess, now, record covers, record covers aren't important really anymore,
Not so much.
Yeah, your memes and shit like that are what's important.
Because there's so many other venues where people could find out about you, social media, they can, your record label's website, your personal website. You don't have to just depend on the record store to be your information.
Like that new cat Logic.
Yeah.
My son is into him, and it's like I got a bunch of music from him, but I've never actually bought a physical copy of anything.
Right.
But I bought a lot of different stuff, and I still couldn't really pick him out of a crowd.
Yeah.
If I didn't, it just we'd be listening to the thing, and my son would be like, "Yeah, this is Logic," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, buy the song."
Right.
That kind of thing.
That's what he like.
But this back then, though, the record cover was very important, because it's your little postcard and your little commercial for the song. I remember doing this up until the 90s, man, where I would go in, I was a kid with a little disposable income.
Right.
I would go into Sam Goody and just say, yo, I'm going to just get anything and look interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then I remember I think that's how Master P got us. When he would just put out something from No Limit every week, because I would just go and say, what is new from No Limit?
Right.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't even be looking for one cat.
Just whoever is from that.
Right. Did No Limit put anything out this week?
Right.
Oh, yeah, they put out Mamma Mia. Okay, fine. I don't like Mamma Mia, but
we'll see.
But everybody from No Limit is going to be on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that'll be fine. I'll get my Silk Shocker and all that stuff that way, So
right.
But that would be like the last time you saw, because you remember he had a distinctive
his covers were
cover,
all of them with the dogs with gold and diamonds on.
And who is it, Chris Rock, remember, on his comedy made a parody of Bigger and Blacker. Bigger and Black. So but so back then, record covers was important, and so they have a scene where the manager is coming to tell him, hey, guys are doing good, and we finally got your pictures. And the part is the thing that gets you like sad for him is that you remember right before that they showed them taking doing a photo shoot.
Yeah.
And they're so happy. And, guys, smile at the camera. Right. And so you look, the manager brings the record cover. And it's like two young white people
on the beach.
On the beach chilling.
Yeah.
And so that's when you go into all the crossover talk,
right. Because you figure at that time, the record covers, that's social currency right there. Yeah. Like that's how I convey my value. But like, oh, you see what they had on? They had a Rolls Royce on the cover. Or you see they had a such and such, the famous artist do they cover. That's, so.
And he said, I ain't never seen 5 niggas on Elvis Presley record.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that goes back to, like I said, back to that whole demonization of the black body.
Right.
You know, I don't even want those Negroes sitting up in my in my living room on that record cover.
Here's the interesting part. In terms of black males, you get the demonization, but in terms of black females, you get the hypersexualization.
Yep.
So it's insane just how I want you, but I only want you how I want you. I need to have you like that.
Right. I have to control you.
Right.
And you know, you see that in a lot. I've always said this of like that's the difficult part about going out.
Yeah,
you know, as you get older, everybody make fun of old black dudes about not wanting to leave the house.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, I always said, like, man, the older I get, the more it's like white people want to tell me stuff when I'm out. Like, want to tell me.
Right.
You know, don't walk over there because the thing is, like, okay, I've been walking over here for 20 years. Calm down. And, you know, there's another line over there. Like, okay, I'm standing here because I don't. It's Saturday morning. I ain't got shit else to do.
Right.
I'm not moving.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. You know, quit worrying about me.
Right.
You know, and it's like, you know, it's hard to, because a lot of time it is veiled. And hey, I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, hey man, don't go help somebody else out. You know what I mean? Leave me the fucking. Am I wrong for wanting to be left the hell alone? You get what I'm saying?
As an adult, you have that option.
Right. So. You know, I don't go around offering, even, I mean, we know that as black people. I don't go around, even when I see somebody messing their thing up. You know, you never know what you get. Out my face, nigga. Right. Like, whoa, hey, man, you the one, okay, I'm out.
Right, so be it.
So, I've noticed that with snow days.
Yeah.
How, like, you know, you had those white dudes that kind of roll around and just help people.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that's awesome. But I do wish I had that
freedom.
Right.
Cause we ain't that free.
I rolled around with a truck and just said, I'm just help people.
Like he's trying to rob me.
Yeah.
Pepper spray.
Like, no, I got the crane right there. It's a pickup truck.
You can come out there with a bright orange jacket on.
And they get you. But hey, man, let's take a break real quick, and we'll have a pause for our sponsors.
Yes, sir.
We'll be back with more of the Riz Pod.
Advertise your service, product, or business on the Riz Pod podcast by reaching out to us at TheRizPod@yahoo.com. That's the RizPod@yahoo.com.